job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas in Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
There we go. All right, hey. Right there in the middle, 55.
Now they'll run here with Tavon Austin. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And he's got it complete to Anderson. Touchdown, Cowboys! Robbie Anderson, his fourth touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now Cousins. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And the Vikings first down.
Jahan, 180. 2. Let's put him on the bunches.
Here's Dalvin Cook, 3rd year back from Florida State. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Jahan, 180.
42-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Cousins going for the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Out of the backfield, it's Austin. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Anthony Harris on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Here we go. 180. Here we go. 36. Here we go. 46. 46.
Here's Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Robbie Anderson with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Marr on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Play action now. Cousins. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Going to take a shot for Gallup. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
3 bucks.
Hey, no, easy.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Deep ball for Goodwin. It got his man complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 57 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
Two-jet bomber.
Running for it. Here's Cook. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the 1st. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Cousins gives way to Cook. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, this is Madison. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, they run with Madison. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from the...
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Everson Griffin. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. On second down, it's Austin. Big hold of the 30. And he cuts it right sideline. Tavon Austin, he's going to go. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tavon Austin, 82 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again,
and again.
and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Cousins, blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
3rd and long for Cousins. And the pressure gets to him again. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And that will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll run with Austin. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. On the tackle that time, it's Trey Waynes. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 2nd down now, it's Austin, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
We own it. We own it. Kill.
Prescott from the gun. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check 59, right? Five. 59.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Mike's 50.
To throw, Cousins. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
First. Here we go.
They'll throw again. Cousins. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Watch the Sponge.
Last 50. Yellow. Hey, Orbit.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him, do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Cousins throw complete to Thielen and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
First down, Minnesota.
Here we go. Zebra.
59's Mike. Check. 59.
Hey, exit.
Me and you all day.
On play action, Cousins. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Small.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Clark.
Tighten up. Move. What's that?
Cousins again. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. A gain there of 21 yards. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Madison. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. They'll run it with Madison. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Alexander Madison, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Bailey got the extra point, and the lead is down to 28-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Robbie Anderson with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go!
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys, and that will set them up in excellent shape. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Now Bell. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Oh, how how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly
you
right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what against him?
Under pressure, they got him again. DeMarcus Lawrence, his second sack of the night. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 8 yards on the run there, and that trims it to a 3rd and 11 coming up.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
Mike. Jahan, 180. 59. It's coming. Hey, 382. List 50. Here we go. Mike. Hey, Steamer. 9. Watch the slants.
On 3rd down, Cousins. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
Pick up the ball. Show it up. 6-6. Pull it high. Leave it. Bring up 48. Where's the hot?
Cousins now from the 50. Man open. It's Goodwin. 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. From the red zone now, Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. The 40. Past the 20. 10. 5. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
We got 3. Hey, zoom. Mike's 50.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Cousins to throw it. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Hey.
Cousins on 1st down. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A big play there for Minnesota. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Another try after the first down sack. Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. Well, crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth down.
50, 50. Yellow, yellow, yellow. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist, twist. Topper, topper.
Cousins to throw for it on fourth. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Jalen Smith. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get him the football back. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up first and 10 at their own 46. After the penalty, it's Bell. Bell a first down and then some. And down to the 27-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On third down, here's Bell. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Now after the run by Bell, here's another first and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. On the carry here, it's Austin. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Again, it's Bell. He can't, and he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
The extra point up